Happy Monday and happy month of November. Well, AMC started the week on a green note, closing above 4.5%. This is following a very interesting news that came from the company itself around the revenues of AMC and the admissions, not only in the US, but also internationally. Now, AMC stated yesterday on the company website into the investor relations page, as you can read here, that the month of October was the best month so far since the last 20 months, since COVID hit and forced theaters like AMC to actually close. The last month was the best month ever in terms of, all of the people actually buying tickets. And so the revenues are going to be pretty interesting when it comes to this year for AMC. So how big is this as a news? Well, look only at all the other companies that jumped based off of this news. IMAX Corp, all right? The one behind the IMAX technology and the IMAX screen that we all love the experience at AMC when we actually get into to watch some movies, gained 4.5%. Now, Cinemark, which is an actual competitor from AMC, gained 11%. Why is this so huge for the whole sector, for the whole industry? Because the narrative following that theaters are dead. This proves that theaters are definitely not dead and are here to stay, because not only we have big numbers coming from the box office, but we also have attendance. People actually going out, buying tickets. And whenever you buy tickets, you also buy stuff to eat, stuff to drink, etc., etc. So this is actually a clue, because behind this, when you read in between the lines, there is a clue. Look at Cinemark. Cinemark is not even the biggest company. Who is AMC? AMC is the top movie theater company in the world. How come Cinemark Cinemark gained high, 11% today, all right? But AMC barely touched the 5%. AMC barely touched the 5%. What does it tell me? It tells me that there is an opposing pressure, right? There is a force that doesn't want the share price to run. Because if AMC is actually the leading company in the sector, and based off of this news, it means AMC with much more theaters than Cinemark will actually be a better performing. Now, people will tell also me it's true that when you look at the long-term debt, it might play, because this has nothing to do with the short squeeze happening tomorrow or next week or next month. No, this is totally a separate news, purely based on fundamentals of the company, how the company is positioning itself to actually be more performing, more efficient, and more profitable in the near future. All right, but the very fact that this opposing force, the short selling pressure, which is actually happening behind the scenes, dark pools, manipulation, and everything that we've uncovered so far, actually, to me, I call it the seal the deal clue. Why? Because it means they cannot hide behind the fact that AMC is a poorly profitable company, because that whole narrative has now been debunked. All right, so people can actually start buying the stock based on this news. And we're going to see that in the earnings that are supposed to come later this month. So just to say, you cannot hide the light from shining. You simply can't. I don't care how hard you try to do so. You can't just prevent the light from the sun from shining. The question here is AMC is when does that light will definitely shine for everybody to see clearly what we, the apes, in here for the last 10 months have been seeing since January. Nobody can answer that, but it means that time is definitely coming. The question is, will you be ready when it comes? Will you still be sitting on the stock? Will you still be holding for it to actually give you significant and unimaginable highs? That's the real question.